down for the offense. Running back goes in motion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The aerial assault continues. Unloads it left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
He'll pull it down, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The completion well past the sticks. Oh, how did he make that move? And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The expressway is wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and drop. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them up.
He's off to the races. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score at State. Alabama 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Hard running there. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with the offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he's got it inside the...
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to buy time. That's caught. It's Jordan. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete in the middle. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. No return coming. He'll call. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll start this drive with a pass. Coming out aggressively. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Off he goes! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, we're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do...
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking for room. It's Jordan. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Sanders. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
It's complete. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Finds his big tight end. Spins away from the defense. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
On the run, it's Fletcher. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. The back goes in motion. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The tag. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida International. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offense...
All kinds of running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Escapes trouble. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He fires it out to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense as we reach the... Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Right back to the well. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Now on second down. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll throw on third and short. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And they got him for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C-zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
To throw, it's Jordan. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They keep attacking through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, they're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The give is to Williams. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Jordan. A strike downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Bears will put total leather to crank us up. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The give on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Falcons in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Offense set on first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Racing down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Reed. Escapes trouble. He'll fire to his right. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding.
Score 7. Bowling Green 0.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Now on the move. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
On the run, it's Francis. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking downfield, it's Griffin. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A hand to the running back. Plows through the defense. Smashes through. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Coleman. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
This is a designed run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got him in the flat. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and short, the power run here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, BG.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from stands out. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Francis. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Got a lot of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
With the score, Baylor 10, Bowling Green 7.
The Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the Falcons will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
Looking downfield, it's Griffin. They're running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage.
And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he... And the Rams will kick it away to start us off. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down.
First and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado State.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And what did I nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Direct snap. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. Keeps the legs moving. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got Freddie for the first down.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
The Rams have this offense rolling. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He'll take it himself. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado State. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here comes the offense on second down. This time he's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking for the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Rams headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quarterback keeper will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the right. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Unleashes one. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's frustrating because you go into half, and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole 1st half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. 1st drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will keep it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
The Rams look to keep this drive humming. Using his feet. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Makes it past the marker. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. A run for the quarterback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A designed run for the quarterback. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado State 17, LSU 10.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown Rams!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another...
Rams will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's gonna pass. Wasting no time taking a shot. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. The run from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Rams are on the move. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Getting some heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Grabs it in the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Uncorks one. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter.
With the score, Missouri 7, Colorado State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. The 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Fair catch, called for and made. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Rams want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Reed. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Coming after him. Slips away. Buys a little extra time. He'll let one go down the right side. Picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.